All right, so I'm John. I'm the co-founder and CTO of Marlo. I want to start off today by asking you a quick question. How effective was your last meeting? So it's kind of a tricky question because it depends on who you are in the meeting with the answer that you're going to give. So if you led the meeting, you're most likely going to say it was great. It's because you led it, you talked probably the majority of the time, and you think your meetings are always great. If you're an attendee, however, you may think it's great, may think it's bad, but after the meeting's over, there's probably nothing you're going to do about it. You might go complain to a coworker, but things probably won't change. That's because there's a no feedback loop in that current situation. So what happens in these companies is managers never change, individuals never enact change, and so the culture of kind of status quo meetings continue into infinity. So it's kind of a global problem. Something probably resonates with all of you here. Over 50% of meetings are said to be ineffective, and even worse, 75% of managers are never actually taught how to run a meeting. So these people are kind of just running blind. This has been something that's been happening forever, but there's kind of a paradigm shift in people actually caring about it. So there's a lot of managers, executives, thought leaders that are saying, hey, we shouldn't just sit around and sit in these unproductive meetings forever. Let's try to actually do something about it. So we've decided with Marlo, we're going to do something about it with technology. So at Marlo, you get real-time meeting feedback. So what Marlo does is we find and fix unproductive meetings at your company. We do that by first diagnosing the problem in your company. It's very, very fun. We know that traditionally you'll get some Qualtrics poll whenever anybody wants to ask you something in a company. What we do at Marlo is we connect in the technology that you already use, like Slack and Google. We ask you, hey, what did you think about this meeting? Let's say I thought it was a trophy meeting. Obviously, it's a great pitch. So now we're going to give you a quick Giphy of, hey, this is a great meeting. Congratulations. Thank you for giving your feedback. Then we'll also give you the ability to add any additional feedback that the company can actually decide what is going to be there. And then once everybody has completed this very quick survey, you're actually able to see anonymously what everybody thought. So now if you're the facilitator or the attendee, you know where you stand, you know where everyone else stands, and if you're the facilitator, you can use this to actually improve the meetings over time. Additionally, on the executive side, we then give you analytics on top of this so that you can go and help managers improve their meetings and improve the education that they're getting on how to become better managers. So we can say, hey, here are your 5 best meeting makers and your 5 worst meeting facilitators. You can pair them up, have them have some sort of mentorship, and really improve everything in your organization on the meeting front. Then finally, we can give you proactive recommendations. So now we know how your meetings are going. We can actually use that data to pinpoint by area, by meeting, by individual, what sort of things you need to change about your meeting culture to improve them. So in general, Marlo facilitates the best meetings you've ever had. So my co-founder Ankith and I met each other in the MSMBA program at Harvard, and we both worked at large and small companies and realized that ineffective, unproductive meetings are pervasive across every company, every industry. And so we thought we can use technology and our tech background to really improve this problem. We also have we're very, very lucky to have a really awesome team. Rossi's in the audience today. But we have a great engineering team that's building this tech out, and we're supported by some great investors here and in the Bay. Our biggest learning from UFirst, when we started this summer, we had like a 3 to 5 question long poll asking people what they felt. It was super B2B feeling. You're not going to answer something that just feels like your manager wants you to fill out another poll at the end of the day. So what we found is by looking at the pain-gain ratio, that we could tailor a poll that made people excited and have fun in order to get them to take that pain of answering the question and receive enough gain to make it worth it for them. Finally, we have some awesome early traction. So we're in a closed beta right now with 15 companies, including Drift, Kiwi, Blend, Fresh. And we've been able to collect a lot of data already about meetings. And we're really excited to see the pretty high engagement and using that data to actually drive recommendations for all of these companies. So a quick ask, you can check us out at getmarlo.com. And if you have a company or work for a company that's between 1,000 and 3,000 people. Check us out. You can add us today. Thank you.